What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mindtide, where we talk tech, finances, and YouTube, and wealth building, and other stuff. I'm your host, Kyle. Don't mind the headbands. There's a lot of hair going on under here. I'm trying to cover up my edges, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of coverage, this video is a quick little dive into what is happening for all those unemployed people out there waiting for some additional income. I'm talking about that federally funded $600 a week allocated to the unemployed citizens and what that looks like going forward. If you didn't know, people who are eligible to receive unemployment benefits from the beginning of April 2020 to the end of July 2020 were also able to receive an additional $600 a week of federal funding on top of their state-funded unemployment insurance. That's extremely significant, seeing how my state offers a maximum unemployment rate of $362 per week, taking the total to $962 per week, which is the equivalent of making $24 an hour on a 40-hour work week. If you haven't noticed already, that presents an issue, but I'll get to that in a second. This was all a part of the CARES Act that also widened the door on who was eligible to receive these monetary unemployment services to people like contractors, or those who identify as self-employed. Additionally, this act also extended the length of eligibility for service by 13 weeks. And then on top of all that, you had the potential to get a tax-free $1,200. Wow! In other words, March was a once-in-a-lifetime fantastic opportunity to lose one's job. All of this is great, right? Absolutely! But that was until July 25th when the additional weekly $600 ended. If you're a Michigander and still haven't been able to find work in your vocation, that's a 62.4% decrease in monthly income. Just like that. And if you're a poor financial planner, like most of us are, you're soon going to be in a really bad spot with no weaning off of such an income level. The government understands that to some degree, so they've been negotiating what to do with this additional unemployment income for months, but still haven't come to a bipartisan agreement. The majority agree that something needs to be done for the remainder of this year, but what that looks like going forward is up for further discussion. On one hand, Democrats want to continue the $600 a week. On the other hand, Republicans want a max of $400 per week with a huge question mark, because although Trump has approved this $400, his administration has given like 6 different narratives of what this means in implementation. There's $400 of all federal income, there's $300 of federal and $100 of state. There's $300 of federal with the state having the option to count the already state-funded unemployment, which means in that last option, there's a potential that you will only receive $300. That is a very different narrative than what was addressed several weeks ago. And no, there's not 6 different narratives. It was a figure of speech, bro. Chill out. The moral of the story is, people are confused, and historically, confusion doesn't bode well with finances. At the heart of them all, Republicans don't want people to make more money on unemployment than they did in their previous occupation. Their goal is to make it so that one's total unemployment income is no more than 70% of gross income from their lost job, because they want to incentivize people to go back to work. Which would make sense. If any party has ever legitimately showed that they want to reduce our national deficits, I don't care, just give me the money. But that's none of my business. But what is my business is hoping that if you were one of those people making $10 extra an hour while sitting at home, you did right by it. I hope you found new ways to invest. I hope you saved up. I hope you made additional debt payments. I hope you freed up some opportunities for future you. And if you didn't, then I'm glad you're here, and I hope you continue to join me by hitting subscribe, hitting the bell for notifications, hitting like, and asking questions in the comments. Because while those few months were great, that life is over now. Whether going forward we see $400, $300, or even nothing a week, we don't know with any certainty. Although we're told it's solid, it's clearly not. But either way, that $600 a week is over, so plan accordingly. See me soon.
Is an elephant heavy? I'm coming back, baby.